Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick on the ZX Spectrum 48K. I'm looking at a game called Agent X, otherwise known as Agent X in the Brain Drain Caper. And it's by Mastertronic in 1986. And bear in mind, this was budget, so £1.99. From what I can make out, it's a selection of mini-games. I'm going to get to the next one by completing the one previous, so we'll see how far I get. Dodgy gameplay, nincompoop chat all the way. It's not a walkthrough. Basically, the president has been kidnapped by a mad professor for some reason, and now we must go in and rescue him. So the first one is this isometric game. I'm in this car, we're straight in. I think we need to, well, we can bump into traffic, a bit like bump and jump, I suppose, and jump up and down and avoid obstacles. There's tanks there, just avoid the holes. We need to survive as long as we possibly can. So this is very, very basic. I don't know how long this bit goes on for, but I should be able to do this, one would have hoped. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. Mastertronic were the kings of the budget games. So it's like if you hit a grate on the floor, or some sort of trap or hole, you're dead, but you can bump into any of the tanks and stuff. I don't know how many lives I've got left here. It says lives it says lives in that big square there, but is that changing to any degree? Right, so I think there's 4 stages. There's, I think, 4 or 5, and this is stage 1. Will I show you more than that? Well, by positioning the car nearer down the beginning of the screen, you can see more of what's going on. Don't know what that T does. It's not extra weapons. So it's like James Bond, but it's not Agent Bond. It's Agent X. Before it got bought by Elon Musk. I suppose you can't call it Agent X anymore, can you? Because of Elon Musk, maybe he owns everything. Maybe he's an alien. Maybe he's a robot. We just don't know. Maybe he's a time traveller. Right, come on. If you are Elon Musk watching this, which the chances are practically zero with all the stuff you've got to do, then comment in the comment section below. Yes, anyway, you might be watching this from Mars in your head office, maybe. Right, come on, yellow cur. This game's going on forever. Times are different back then in 1986, practically about 40 years ago at time of recording, more or less, slightly less. But 40 years, and he still hasn't completed stage 1. Now, one criticism is this one is going on a bit too long. I'd like to see a dysonometer to see how far I've got along on this. But we're travelling along a big long road. I've got to the end there. Right, start the tape. Edit required. Okay, so hopefully we get to a stage 2. Right, I'm this guy here. There's a guy coming at me with a wheel. Right, okay, so I need to keep going left, I think. If a tray comes along with pies, whatever they are, that will knock you back, and that's going to cause you time. So it looks like the strength is the guy walking along in the cyan box there. The nearer he walks to the grave, the closer you are to death. So don't walk near the grave. So that's how you do it. That's quite a novel approach. For a budget game, this is working quite well. Game 1 is different from Game 2, so I'm feeling a bit of progression as we go along here. But this is about just keep walking along and jumping, I think, and seeing how far you get, hopefully to stage 3. Danger, danger! He's colour clashed with the tree. Now got past that. But knowing when to jump, when to turn around and jump. It wouldn't work well as a game on its own, so maybe this particular bit, so perhaps that's why they've done all mini-games. There's different bits of coding for different stuff. Whether it's the same person that worked on each one, I do not know. Mastertronic probably had loads of submissions about games all the time, so maybe they decided to mini-game this with, maybe it was a collection of different ones. Citation needed. Right, okay, now we've completed that. Now we're on to stage 3, whatever that may be. It's a shooting stage. Now stuff's going to come at me. I'm controlling the crosshairs, and I need to shoot that before it bumps into me, which is tough. Right, okay, this is when it can end real quick, I think. So I'm liking this game so far. I'm loving the variance of the thing. Wouldn't mind playing it with a cheat mode to get a bit further. Guys walking near the grave here. Don't get too close, mate, or we're dead. Biff. Bam. I don't think we've reviewed any James Bond games as of yet. The Spy Who Loved Me and various other ones. But we have reviewed influenced one, like the main one influenced by James Bond 007 is Spy Hunter, which you would have heard from the arcades. I love that on the ZX Spectrum. A Butcher Hill maybe to a smaller extent, but they weren't particularly good. Yeah, we'll have to look at some James Bond games at some stage. Right, I'm missing a few here. Come on, Nicky. I think the stage after this is like a shooter where you're in a helicopter, I think. And then we're sort of like there. Good animation on stage 3. So each stage is completely different, or each minigame is completely different from the one before. That's not bad. Do ba ba do skibbity bee bop shoo ba da ba dee ba boo ba dee bop skibbity bee bop scoo ba ba do bee ba dee bop, yeah, skibbity bop ba da boo. Good stuff. It's James Bond. Scat version. Oh, I've died. Oh, good. Oh dear. The president has been brainwashed and the stupid nerd has done something or other. Right, Agent X. Shoo ba ba do bee ba dee bop shibbity bop ba dee boo. His name was Bond, James Bond. Everywhere he went, he told them his name. Hardly a secret agent then. Gave the surname, then the first name, then repeated the full name, as if they weren't paying attention. Stupido! Get a brain, James Bond. At time of recording, the Bond franchise has been bought by Jeff Bezos of Amazon. So, you know, whether something's going to go on now. James Bond died in the last film, so make of that what you will. Is this thing going to load soon? I sure hope so. Take error, right? Edit required. We're back in the hood. Yes, so let's have another go of this thing. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this kind of guff, or I thought I was there, maybe. Yeah, I'm there. Right, go. Hooray! If you want to see other zxspectrum games we've reviewed, there's a link to that in the description below, or click on my username, takes to the channel page, and a whole heaps of stuff there, including the playlist where you can see everything we've reviewed ever on any system we've covered ever. Okay, so we know this one, don't we? It's the isometric yellow car. Now we're playing like an expert. Keep jumping, a bit like an isometric, as I say, bump and jump. Jump up and land on the cars, but more importantly, avoid landing on the traps, because they're pretty much a bomb, and it's Doomsville. Keep an eye on your guy in the cyan box below, who's walking near the grave every time you do a boo-boo. If he walks to the grave, you're deader than a can of Spam, and that works better than like 5 lives left, 4 lives left, 3 lives left, so well done. So at the moment then, a nice selection of varied mini-games, not particularly interesting on their own, but put together I think it offers some value for $1.99, and it's interesting, it's got a cool name, so well done them. I would like some music at the start, but you can't have everything in this world. Well, funkier than it is at the moment. There is something, but I've something a bit more cool and groovy to make me feel like a special super duper secret agent. If you are a special super duper secret agent, then comment below, especially if you're singing the James Bond theme in a sort of like Scoob-Bub Diddly Boo-Bub scat version like I was. Yeah, that's what it's all about. As I say, if this is the first video you've ever clicked on off the channel, well done. You won't see anything quite like this unless they're copying. It's, you know, it's nincompoopery. It's stress busting for the sake of it. It's reliving nostalgia to try and take you out of where you are at the moment so we can have a bit of fun. Yes, we're not reading the instructions that closely, although we might glance them with a kid that's been given the tape for free in the playground. We don't want the dinner ladies or whoever shaking their heads saying stuff we're doing wrong. So if you are comment below saying stuff we're doing wrong, you're an ugly silly dinner lady. Don't get me wrong though, there were some pretty good looking dinner ladies. Also, that's me covered in today's woke world. Yay! If you're a good looking dinner lady, then comment below. Yay! Ring your bell. Ooh, ring my bell. La la, do it a bub. Right now, here we go. It's James Bond, not James Bond, now in the secret hideout. Jumping over people. He's got something hanging out of his mouth. Is it a cigarette or is it just a zip? I don't know. Right, don't know why unicyclists are coming at us. Don't know where that door goes, but we're just heading along. Go left. Go left. Go left. Danger. Right, it's the mad professor. He's kidnapped the president to brainwash him to do something or other. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe to play World Cup Carnival with him. I mean, check out that review. It's one of the worst football games ever. Jump. Jump, crisscross to make you jump. Oh God, what is that trolley that keeps coming in? It's you're a bit unlucky every time that turns up. Scrolling not too bad this one. Graphics are cool. So huge colour clash, but I can forgive that because this is one of the zxspectrum's hallmark that makes it so groovy. So you know that's what I've said about the game. Not great in itself, the mini games, but a good selection, a varied selection. $1.99 will keep you occupied there. Good pocket money game. you might complete it. But I desperately want to get to the helicopters after the shooty bit on the next one. But you can get there nowadays with pokes and save states, I suppose. So stage 1 and 2 seem to be fairly straightforward. So you'd be whizzing through those with just a few goes, because I'm not the best game player in the world. I don't know if you've noticed. And then this is the main challenge, when shoot. Oh God, I've been hit twice by it anyway. Come on. Shoot the balls, shoot the shapes coming at you. Tonight it's coming out of the square window, the red window, like place Craig Group. Oh, I'm doing worse than last time. Right, okay, now keep an eye on my man. I don't know how long we've got to survive here, or how long we've got to shoot. He keeps saying HR. Is it hit, it says? Does it say hit? Buff. He either swears or says ha when we get hit by the bull. Right, now, I'm trying this on the keyboard. I wish there was a mouse on the Spectrum I could use instead. That'd be make it rather easy. Mini games. My favourite game consisting of mini games, which one you might not consider there for mini games. It's Daley Thompson Decathlon. 10 mini games representing the 10 different sports. How long have I got to survive now? I can't be hit too many more times. Go. It's getting close to that grave. Oh no! If you are walking over your own grave, then comment in the comment section below. Stay away from that. If you get past this, as I say, I think it's the helicopter stage next, which we might not see. So hopefully this is indicative of what your first or second go would have been like of the game. And I think there would have been enough there to try and get to that elusive stage 4. I think so. As I say, if you completed this game, then comment in the comment section below. I quite liked it. Not one to be go back to and play a lot, but for what is there from a budget range, it's nice. And if I picked this up for $1.99, I wouldn't have been disappointed. So hope you liked having a look at that one. Worth a go or two. It's Agent X, or Agent X in the Brain Drain Caper, budget priced $1.99, published by Mastertronic in 1986. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything ZX Spectrum, then put that in the comment section below. But till next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye. Do bop ba doo, skibbity bee bop, shoot ba da ba dee ba boo, ba dee bop, skibbity bee bop, scoo bop ba doo, bee ba dee bop, yeah, skibbity bop ba da boo.